I'm Chef Kelly, and this is what I do.
One of our Fox 2 favorites is here with us, Chef Kelly.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, how are you?
Great, great, great.
And we are cooking some quick stuff here to, kind of plan for the future, which is something I'm so guilty of.
I know, it's hard. You just got to kind of get a little game plan, get it rolling on Sunday night, chop some vegetables. We would say prep boxes, and we've done that here before, but we should probably do it again soon.
Yes, I know.
Getting things prepped, having them all ready to go. Having things ready to go. But I think today we're going to talk about like warm winter soups in a flash, because I think everybody thinks soup making is like such a long and big deal thing. I could never do that. It takes forever.
Right.
So on and so forth. But with the right ingredients, prepped the right way, it's like in a flash.
Right.
All right, so let's start with that. This is our chicken pot pie soup, and you're going to find this on the website. And basically, Kim, I'm kind of almost, this could even be like a leftover soup. My onions are chopped. I did steam these vegetables lightly, but you could just use frozen vegetables, like a nice frozen organic vegetable right out of the bag. So let's not overcomplicate it. If that's what's keeping us from making homemade soup and stews, let's just take that out of the mix. All right, so we're going to saute our onions first, and we're going to show you how fast and easy this is. The recipe will be on the website. So we'll get that rolling. I think I'm going to get some heat going here. There we go.
What's that?
Is there any bacon in there?
A peanut gallery?
You are my bacon guy. And you know what? I should have brought something with bacon today, just knowing I was going to see you, Jason. All right.
Our friend, Enrique.
Yes.
Are you a bacon guy?
I'm an everything guy.
Okay, good.
Everything guy. All right. I got an everything guy. I got a bacon guy.
Yes.
That's the answer I want when I'm talking to people. Yeah, that's what I like. Okay. So what we did, we're sauteing our aromatic vegetables, which is our celery and our onions. And then I mixed a little arrowroot in here, or in the recipe it says brown rice flour. And what we're doing is we're making a little roux, which is going to thicken our soup. Some people like
arrowroot?
Arrowroot, which is a root. It's a thickening agent.
Okay.
Or I like brown rice flour.
All right.
You know how at Thanksgiving when you're making your turkey gravy, everyone takes that horrible white stuff and they shake it up for a second and they pour it in. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be insulting anybody. Yeah. But it kind of that flour taste stays in and it doesn't cook out. So this is why we're cooking the flour in with the butter. We're actually making a roux. A roux is equal parts of fat and flour. So we're just cooking that up. All right, here we go. This is chicken cam that was left over. I baked a couple fryers Sunday night because I'm thinking about the week ahead of time, right?
Got it.
Bake some chicken off. I cut it up. It's in the refrigerator ready to go. Again, we're just prepping for success. So go ahead and throw our chicken in. Now that's cooked, Cam. So apparently if we're putting all cooked food in this chicken pot pie soup, it's not going to take that long, is it?
Okay, that's your goal, right?
All right, not too long. And these are I have some really nice root vegetables, some carrots, some parsnips, kind of winter and warm. And I think also with soup, it's kind of like that dinner that fills you up. Could be lunch, could be dinner, could be lunch.
With soup, I'm thinking soup is not substantial, but this is
especially with a little salad and some other things. All right, so now we're going to go ahead. I have my chicken stock already warm. I'm going to just pour that in. You can smell it. It's the real deal, right? Okay. So then we're going to just cook that up. So basically, Cam, once this comes to a boil and simmers, my milk too. Let me forget my milk.
What kind? Full?
I'm a full fat girl.
Yeah.
I'm a full fat girl. I don't like that skimmy stuff. I think that I'd rather have a real food and just have less of it and be fat satiates you. Fat doesn't make you fat either, Cam. There's all sorts of books about it. All right.
I'll read up on that.
So we'll talk about that next time. All right, so here we go. Look at that. That almost looks like a completely finished soup. We're going to let that simmer up. We're going to throw our little peas in. Always sea salt, pepper, a little parsley. And then while that's cooking, what we're going to do is talk about planovers, Cam. Because if you're going to make a pot of chicken pot pie soup, you might as well make double. And then once you've made double, it's just as simple as serving in a couple different ways. Maybe tonight it's the pot pie soup. Perhaps the next night you take a little bit, put it in your little serving dishes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Is that yummy? And it's that crazy fast. This isn't even pretend time. This is it's just that fast. And then we'll put a little
Oh, yeah. Can't go wrong
puff
with that.
pastry hat. Hi, how cute am I?
How cute are you?
And then this one has a little mashed potato hat.
Mashed potatoes. Okay.
All right, guys that eat bacon, call to arms.
Yes.
All right, let's just set these over.
Did you really bring some bacon?
I didn't, I'm kidding. I'm just playing with Jason.
Good. Bacon.
This-
Bacon.
Help yourself, Jason. All right.
Here, spoon for you, sir.
Yes.
Let's talk about our other soup I brought really quick, and that would be the, it'll be on the website, we're not going to make it. That's the calico chili, and you can make that, the recipe has you making it in a crock pot, because, you know, that can help to be very successful, too. You know, use the crock pot, it just kind of throw everything
I always don't have luck
in.
with that crock pot. You'll have to give me a lesson on that.
Okay,
someday.
well, there's all sorts of crock pot classes, and we can do more crock pot work
Good
in here.
stuff?
You like
That's
it?
perfect.
Right on? Okay, good.
I need 3 of these to go.
All right, 3 to go. I like that too. Man with an appetite. So, okay, here's again. They gave a plan over. We make this big pot of chili, Cam. You know, it's warm. The kids like it. You can make it with chicken. You can put beef in it. I think the recipe online has chicken. Once you make it double batch. And then what else could we do with chili? Well, how about if we perhaps fold it into a wheat tortilla, and we could make a really pretty chicken quesadilla.
My language.
So, but once again, you know, you make the, you know, you make the chili, and once it's all extra, then we end up with something like this. And this could be like another great meal. This could go in the twins' lunchbox, right?
Good if they would eat
Oh, they won't eat it?
something other than.
All right, so we'll get this all plattered up. Isn't that fun?
Let's say he laughs at our jokes. See, you can come back anytime.
But look how easy that is. All we did was, you know, fold some chili into our wheat quesadillas.
Beautiful.
Cheddar cheese, and okay, there's a plan over, and that's actually my good friend Jackie always says plan over, so I kind of stole that from her. All right, so also with our plan over of our chili recipe, why not just roast a few sweet potatoes? Hey, how are you? Come on in, we're having lunch.
Everybody's welcome.
These are just roasted sweet potatoes, like no muss, no fuss. Again, we could just put these on a platter,
Time snack.
and then if you could hand me your chili, Kim.
All right.
So there's no muss or fuss there, right? Take our chili, ladle that over the top.
Of the sweet potatoes.
Like this with like a Caesar salad, like I think
Okay.
you're like rocking it out. What do you
ready to
think?
go.
And again, you know, make extra, make a double, triple recipe.
smells so good, Kim.
Freeze some of it. All right, so watch this.
Oh, man.
I mean,
Another
crazy,
meal. All right.
crazy easy. Like
right.
simple.
Perfect.
Like what's hard about any of this?
Done it.
That was nice.
Success.
Look easy.
Finesse.
Success and finesse. Yeah.
Perfect critic in the house.
All right, yes.
Thanks,
Right.
Kelly. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
What's your pleasure, sir?
Anything, really.
Okay, see?
I'm not picky.
Men aren't picky. Women are. Kids
know,
are.
we are. Kids
but
are,
thanks.
too.
You've given us some great ideas,
Good.
Kelly. We appreciate it. Jason, over to you.